Hey, party people. It's Cliff. Good morning. I was thinking about this, as one always does, thinks. And the reason why time is. When you get older, time flows faster, right? And my understanding is that it's because you've seen everything. You already know what's coming, right? Like, you know what the movie is, you know what the you can predict it. Like, you've seen enough stuff to where you're like, you know what, I'm on my drive to work today, it's going to be consistent, I'm wearing the same exact shirt I wore last week. And the brain can't tell the difference between the time that you did the thing last week versus the time you did the thing this week. Whatever that means. Let's see if I can actually get out here into traffic. If not. And you ever watch a cat? All right, let's go. But you ever watch a cat, brand new cat, like go into a new room? Very slow, very methodical. They don't rush in. They're looking around, and pretty much that cat is experiencing a new room for the new, he's experiencing a new room for the first time, and that's when time slows down. Like, time slows down when you're experiencing something new. Like, I'm experiencing this little thing rattling around, and I don't know if it's picking up in the camera. But here we are in this day and age. Let me see if I could, actually tighten that up. Not doing it? Is it doing it? Oh, no, wait, it's my glasses. Hey, there it goes. The rattling went away. But anyway, as you get older, you realize that things are going to be happening at the same... Yeah, I always give this example, or at least I always have this example in my mind, right? Like, let's say you had a rock on one side of the street, and I told you to take that rock and move it to the other side of the street. And then the next day after, I would say take that same rock from the other side of the street and then move it back to where you got it the previous day. And then if you kept doing that for 10 years, not only would your mind break, but your entire world would resolve around moving that rock, and you wouldn't be able to tell. You would say that after 10 years, it felt like instant, like the time just flew by. And I suppose that's the same feeling that I get with my work too. I think about the kind of work that you do, and if you're in a job, and if you've been at a job for 10 years, and you've seen, you've seen your kids grow up, you've seen, you have the same car, you have the same house. Time seems to be flowing faster because because the experiences that you have are very not small. Small's not the word for it, but and limited is not the word for it. But your memories are just consolidated. You only have a few, and that's why when you think back to all the good memories that you had, it's usually vacations. It's usually places where you've been that are not normal, and places that you've been that are like vacations and trips and family gatherings, because those moments in your mind are very special. And I guarantee you, if you move to a new country, or if you move to a new city, time will actually slow down again. And that's how I look at it. And, I remember moving out to LA from North Carolina and just being like, oh my gosh, where is this place? What's that thing doing? And just that first year felt like a lifetime, because you're going through and you're discovering all of these new and cool and interesting things. And I don't know what this guy is trying to do, but he's trying to get around me, and it's not gonna work. Get behind me, dude. Oh well. But that's the perception of time. Things don't move faster, right? A watched teapot never boils. That's another thing that it does, or a saying, right? And so the idea with the watch tea kettle is that you put it on the stove, your mind starts doing all the other things, getting out the food, getting the refrigerator, doing the things, And all of a sudden the teapot like goes off, and that's because you're not paying attention to it. Well, it's not that you're not paying attention to it, it's that your mind is perceiving a different set of time and a different set of like experiences. And then all of a sudden when that tea kettle goes off, you're like, oh my gosh, where did the time go? It is time go. A question? Hail Mary, great movie. But yeah, that's it. Nothing else. Nothing. Super simple. I need to blow my nose, which is what I'll do. That's how I can prove to you I'm not an AI bot. Not yet. We'll never know. Yeah, I used it to train all the stupid data, you guys. Oh man. Don't worry, I'm driving with my D. That's one thing you learned way back in the day, when auto cars did not do the things and drive you around. The automa cars. Yeah, put this in. But yeah, you think about it, like I think about it in my life where, you know, I'm doing the same consistent thing. And I'm actually going through all of the previous projects that I've done. And like taking pictures of the timelines in the edit. And I think I'll frame them at one point. They'll be neat. But, you know, you realize just how much work, you know, you've done over the past 10 years, even though it's the same kind of work. And then, you know, right? Because like if you've taken that rock and you're moving it back and forth across the street, like you're actually not doing anything, right? You're doing work that's meaningless, in the purest sense of the word. But if you're doing work that is meaningful to you, you know, building a house for somebody, going out and, you know, like building some sort of system, or, you know, repairing things, helping people. That's essentially what it is. Like, you know, once you help people in a certain way and you get rewarded monetarily for that, then you're golden, you're fine. And time, you know, time moves. I guess what time is relative, as they say. But like, you know, the older you get, the more things you notice, and the more you realize that this Prius in front of me is trying to make a turn, and I don't know what this guy's doing. All right, he's making a turn. Oh, geez, I guess that's what keeps you up at night is LA traffic. You never know what else everyone's gonna do. So that's definitely different every day. And yeah, it's like you have the same amount of time as everyone else. I guess if you know, obviously with age, but you know, hey, keep yourself healthy, keep yourself, you know, mentally fit and mentally like focused. And you know, don't eat too much junk food like I have, like back in the day. Don't do that, and you'll be fine. That's pretty much it. And then we'll just you know, oh, there's this guy like running into his truck for some reason. I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, it's funny how it works. Cause like, I don't know. Some folks say you don't have a lot of time left. Other folks say you have plenty of time. News is too slow. Like, yeah, that's it. I guess I'll just reiterate it. It's, you know, saying it in a different way, which, you know, you're not supposed to do in videos. You're not supposed to say the same thing twice, because then you're like, oh, you already said that same thing. Why do I need to watch the rest of the video? It's like, well, yeah, you kind of don't. You know, you got more time. Click off and go do something else. But yeah, if you want to extend time, if you want to like get back into the feeling of, you know, amazement and wonder, and there's so much like, you know, like things seem to be slowing down, or time seems to be slowing down, like totally go on vacation. And you don't even have to go into like a big huge vacation, just like just like get in the car, and drive 30 minutes out of town and stay at a little hotel that's, wherever in the middle of things, and just go walk around that small town. Go downtown, walk into a couple of shops, and you'll soon realize that, time seems to slow down when you have new experiences. That's it. That's the one sentence right there. When you have new experiences, just like that cat walking into a room, it's like a brand new experience. He's got to be very slow, very methodical, and then, the next couple of days, the cat just runs into the room because it knows exactly what's happening. I think that's just the one sentence right there, Like, time moves slow if every single day you're doing the exact same thing. Well, no, time moves fast when you're doing the exact same thing every single day for a number of days and a number of years. But time slows down when you're doing something new, when you're doing something that you haven't experienced before, when you're doing something that is fresh and, and you haven't, and it's unexpected. And you could also say that's why social media is so addicting, is because everything on social media is like brand new, But then when you get to a certain age, like myself, you begin to see the patterns of everything, right? Like, oh, it's going to be a new Honda Accord that's coming out. Like, oh, it's the new Toyota. Oh, it's a new Lamborghini. It just looks a little bit different, right? With cars, and like right up ahead of me, it's like they're building a bridge, right? So it's like, oh, it's another bridge being built, for some reason. Or, oh, the dealership got a new car, got new cars in. And then, in my case, it's like, with movies, it's like, oh, another movie about a gangster that just came out. Oh, another movie about space. Oh, another movie about, aliens or horror or this. And the nuances are different, well, which is interesting. But the older you get, the more of all of the things you see and the more of the patterns that you see. And therefore, time moves faster because you've seen and recognized all of those. You recognize the patterns. You recognize that everything that, exists, becomes, sure, you can upgrade it and you can make it better. But, you realize it's like, all right, well, no, we're gonna, the news is, it's just funny. It's just funny how it works, And I guess you could look at it this way, right? Like, I started recording videos 30 days ago, and it feels like yesterday I started recording videos, right? Because you're doing it consistently, and that's the idea. Yeah, when you get to a specific age, or like, the more experiences that you experience with life, like the more repeatability it does, right? Like it's like it's both new and old at the same time. But that's my 2 cents. If you wanna like take back control of your time, experience something new. And not like going to the same mall or not like going to the same place, but maybe like take up a different hobby, or take up I really wish the grand scheme of the internet and social media would not curtail everything towards what you like, and that'd be another thing. Like, find, that'd be another video. I'm gonna write that down. Like, find stuff and seek out stuff that you do not like, and then go and do that. And I guarantee you time will be a little bit faster, a little bit better for you, a little bit stronger, a little bit whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. So I'm going to leave you at that. Save your time. Spend it wisely. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.